Time to munch on a couple of these candy bars we've been hauling around all over the place since we keep having bugged prepper caches. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark and our Tales from the Far Territory trip across the planet and the way things are going. I don't know why I decided I wanted to sleep one more time. But anyhow, we are currently hanging out in the Blackrock prison. And wow, that took a really long time for a single hour. Can you please just pick it up? We're not quite done yet. So, in the last episode, we came into Blackrock from Timberwolf Mountain interchange area, and we did a little bit of looting, found the prepper cache, found the, where is it, I'm looking in the wrong place, the prepper's pie, which I did a little bit of reading on this one, and apparently this is one of the only ones that will increase your condition, which means you heal, which is kind of interesting. I know that one of the other ones, I believe Lily's Pancakes, the one we don't have, will also do the same, which is interesting because that means there is another way of being able to acquire health other than, you know, one of these things or making a birch bark tea or something else. So that's pretty cool, which means that might translate into other levels of the game to include some of the, challenges and whatnot. So I do want to do a little bit more goofing around here. We kind of screwed up and didn't grab the pry bar that was in that prepper cache, and I'm not going to worry about that pry bar that was in that prepper cache. And somewhere out here, I believe, is a doggo. I just want to make sure that if he's there, we put an arrow in his nose. And we're just going to do a really quick loot around in this area and just get what we can get. I have no interest whatsoever in being in Blackrock for very long because of the simple fact that we don't need to be here. So we'll just do a real quick look around. We'll probably cook him up. And I do want to go into the actual prison, go get the stem and anything else that could possibly be back there. But it's probably going to be a little sad. Anything that could be locked up in any one of these chunks here, we're not going to be able to get because of the fact that we don't have a pry bar. But that's fine. We may find one in here. We may not. Let's just check things out. I know that they did fix some of the cache notes in this zone, so it might be worth looking for them, but I don't think we're going to, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Who am I asking? Let me look. Let's see what we got. Plus, I'd like to visit that workbench. I think we have an arrow or two we can craft. But we'll try to get over to the barracks area and see if there's anything else laying around. I'm gonna leave that wood behind. I knew we probably should pick it up, but whatever. We have a little bit of a storm coming, and I don't really want to be here in a storm. At least out here in a storm. It's not all that cold, actually. So we'll check a few more things. Nothing. Is there anything in the back? No. Hey, look. Oh, that one. Where's the lock identification thingy? There used to be a lock on these things. I don't know. They've updates. We've been having lots of fun. With screwed up updates and things not working correctly and stuff bugging out and being weird, and you know that prepper cache. Again, I don't really have a problem with them being, like, you know, furnished. I think it's kind of silly that they're not getting them furnished, especially some of the other ones, you know, like even just the regular abandoned prepper cache. They just, the one that's in Pleasant Valley that you can hang out in when you need to hang out in it. They just completely gutted it and took everything and just kind of threw it around all over the place to make it more interesting. And, you know, so I guess is my thing is what was wrong with the way that it was. But I guess we'll see. Let's do a little looking around here, and we'll go into the infirmary. Maybe we'll find something cool over here. And I do know that I'll have to play with a few things here. Might be able to bug myself into that thing. There's some other bugs going on with this zone in particular that it's pretty ugly. So let's put that away. We don't need it. Take a look around. We have a book we don't need. Check all the drawers. Thank you. Hang on to it for now. There's not an awful lot of cloth in this zone. One of the only problems with the zones that have a lot of timber wolves in them, they like to nip at you a little bit and kind of tear your clothing up, and there isn't a whole lot of cloth in the zones that have timber wolves in them. So, yeah. What else have we got? More food. What day are we on? We're picking up brand new dog food. 88, come on now. And there's one of those. That is my major concern, though, after messing around with a couple of the other challenge runs and whatnot, that those caches can end up having a revolver in them. And we have found at least one repair kit, and I think, not that I'm thinking that we're going to end up with it, but it'd be really silly if on custom, very, very, very rarely, because they broke it right now, you can get into one of those caches and get a revolver or something. So we'll have fun and fun when and if that happens. We're not hanging out. We're not going to go to the mine. We're not going to unlock this room unless forced to, although I will go ahead and grab the note since I'm here. We'll check everything around the area and then get ready to go harass however many wolves that are in there. I don't even really think there's anything down in the tunnels, the steam tunnels. So there's a hat. Nope. I see you, Stump Remover. You can go over there where we can find you. So far, no batteries, although I didn't really check that hard. I think we've checked every car that we looked at. I don't want your antibiotics. Kind of one of those. As long as you're really careful, you don't need the things. All the way through to the top. Nothing. Awesome. Okay, can I craft? Do I have any parts? I have one. Why am I missing an arrow? I guess I'm not. What? No, I'm not. I just, whatever. We won't worry about crafting that one just right now then. That's fine. Okay, so... time to see if we have any friends that want to play. One right there. Got one to follow. That's fine, as long as his friend doesn't see us. We're all right. No, close the door. I can do it. Yep, you did. Where's the door? Oh, there's the door. I thought I had him at the door. Thank you. At least we have a little bit of food now. Perfect. Let's go see what we got over here in the barracks, and then we'll climb that later and maybe have a little bit of fun fooling around. Yeah, maybe not. There's some interesting things you can do in this area. One of the people, somebody taught me a long time ago that you can get on top of the fence in Broken Railroad on either side of the zone in there, that little maintenance shed area. More matches, thank you very much. We needed matches. Not like we don't have probably 200 now. which led me to start experimenting with some of the fence in here and explaining it to some of the other people. And you can get on top of the fence right here and walk it into that area over there, and walk it into the area over there, and walk around and play around. There's all kinds of fence hacks you can do inside here to find out the fact that the Blackrock prison is actually, regardless of what it looks like here when you're out here like this, when you're here right here and you look out through the windows or you get up on top of things, it looks like it's part of the outside world out there. It's not. It's its own zone. This whole area is its own zone. You can actually see it from, you know, the inside. It's kind of interesting. I mean, if I had a minute, we might try it. When we go look at the the rest of the prison, we might go try to see what we can't find, or at least I'll show you. So that, hey, a frying pan. What is laying on the floor? Potatoes. Really? One whole potato, thank you. Yeah, we might give that a try here in just a second. It won't hurt us. I think I can get back to where I need to get to without getting screwed up. But yeah, it's really kind of funny that it looks, even on the outside, like if you look at the outside of the prison going in, you can get into the prison. The prison is part of the other zone, but you can jump into the prison, the inside of the prison, and still be part of the other zone and actually not be in this zone, which is, like I said, it's kind of fun to play around with once you figure out how certain things work. So I think all I'm interested in here is going to be dropping off a bunch of junk we don't need, taking a nap, getting some water, eating, sleeping, and getting ready for tomorrow. Doink. Oh boy, lots of water. Good deal. We can use some water. Although I think I have plenty of water on me. Oh my. I'm going to be crawling to bed at this point. Almost crawling to bed. Check all of the lockers. And nothing, huh? Not a thing, not one, not a, oh, piece of cloth and septic, don't want it. Okay. Shoot, I guess I need to probably just figure out what I need to do, get her put to bed, and then I will see you all in the morning. Alrighty, it's the next morning. I've got most of the weight off of us, ate most of the food, dropped a bunch of junk that I don't think we're going to need. We really need to get back to civilization where we have a storehouse because we have way too much junk. This is ridiculous. I mean, I don't think that's all the matches we have. I think I've actually been leaving some around elsewhere. You know, it's really ridiculous. I got a lot of coffee. I really have a lot of coffee and a lot of tea and a lot of things. It's ridiculous. We need to go back someplace and put this down so that I quit carrying it around. I would leave it here, but you know, hey, that's a really bad idea. Okay, we can climb, so let's go. There's nothing up there but a note, but I kind of want to play around with this just to see if it's still a thing that works. Since we're here, there's the note, thank you very much, and there's some dusting sulfur. The thing that's fun is there's a thing you can do right here, which is you can kind of cling to the edge of this piece of stuff right here and hang out and then jump onto the fence. And if you get right on top of that, you can walk that entire line of fence all the way over to that hole right over there. That hole. Right? Oh, I'm saying, yeah, there you go. That hole right over there, which lets you into that kind of an area. And if you just kind of, I don't know if I can get it to work right now today, probably not. But you can do that. Then you can also weasel around and get on this fence, get over there. Of course, you can do that anyway. But the fun one, actually, this one's not much. I mean, you can just get up on this fence and it'll let you into that yard. You can get back out. Do not worry about it. If you accidentally get into that yard, you can get back out. The fun one is getting into another little bitty area. So let's make sure there's not a wolf here. Some of this fence up here you can get on from the warden's office. You can kind of weasel your way around. And I don't know, I was just really bored one day wandering around in here playing with some of the fun stuff. Let's see if either the wolf or the bear is not in here. We'll do the other one that's a little fun, and then I should be able to get her back in without hurting her. Come on. I love it when they do that. How bad did you mess me up? Ow! One whole scratch. One whole scratch. He hit us so hard. That's damaged. That's damaged. This is damaged. This is damaged. Dang it, Wolf. I hope you enjoyed that. I think it's sometimes to do with the fact that the arrows break, so you end up losing all of the damage that could have come from the arrow. Of course, I might have hit that one a little high.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
Well, we're now down to being about normal then. Yeah, it's terrible. 47, whatever. We're fine. It's okay. Again, we're going to have to make a trip. We just need to get the heck out of here and get back to places like Pleasant Valley or wherever that we have some stuff stashed and go messing around elsewhere. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it's foggy. We'll check it out when we get done with this little bit, because unfortunately you can't see anything. But let's get over here to the warden's office and go do that section. Go find the stem. We can leave the leave the weighted jacket where it's sitting, because it doesn't really matter. Okay, in. Let's see what we got in here. It's nice and dark. No. Cabinet. Can you not? It's such a better light source. I mean, it's still burning, hasn't even cracked the line. I love it so much. It's such a good lantern. I like using this lantern when I can, or using the lantern when I can to do a little bit of searching, just because it makes it easier on my old tired eyes to see stuff. So let's see what we got in here. Hey, we're gonna get a cup of tea, and nothing on that except for that dusting salt, or whatever that is, stump remover. Another hook. I would love it, love it, love it, love it, love it if that was not the reaction of the when you're holding it, to if you accidentally hit it hard enough to get it to do the work, to do that. It's so annoying. But it does that with anything. I mean, you try to put out the torch, it does something stupid too. Okay, and I don't need any water. I'm just going to leave what we have. Actually, I went ahead and drink what I've got on me. If we have to, we'll come back and grab some more. All right, let's go into the fun stuff. Go get the stem, which is about the only reason to come in here if you're an interloper. Although there is a bedroll chance in here, so if you do spawn in Blackrock, you need to come in here and look around. Blah, blah, blah. We might have some coffee behind us too. More coffee. I really should start using that stuff. Thank you. Nope, it's a tea this time. You don't see anything in the refrigerator. Yeah, the bedroll will be in here, or it'll be somewhere else in this area sometimes. Or it'll be in the mine. Nothing. All right. Time to do the thing. All the slow crawling through all the little, you know, Gordon Freeman corridors. At least the place isn't on fire right now and we're choking to death. Toolbox. Paint. What I really want is that. Nope. That. Piece of wood. That's where we gotta go. Is there a nice fresh torch here? There usually is. And I'm at that point now, I don't care about the accelerant. Scrap metal under the little hole here. Alrighty, down the hallway. And that one right there. For the one thing I care about. That one little thing right there. And a can of gunpowder. This is actually pretty good stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. And then we'll go down here and... look at a few things. Yeah, go ahead, eat it. We're fine. Get us a little bit of fish. How much water? You know, I don't want the water. I'm good at this point. I think we're just fine. We can make water. Anything left around in here that's of any use? No. Sometimes there's some stuff hanging out in here. You just got to kind of pay attention. And then, of course, the thing that, you know...
If I can drop any
Nope.
just here.
Oh, yeah, well, we can drop that. We can leave it right there. Bandage, painkillers. What do you have? I leave it sit right where it sits. Candy bar, amazing. Have us a snack. Thank you very much, guys. That's what we needed. A stem, a little bit of food. I guess you could have a bunch of water, too, if you really cared to. Was hoping for a little bit more coffee, but I guess two herbals isn't too bad. Let's get out of here. And that's what I mean by that's an awesome lantern. That was an awful long time, to the point that I think I'm going to go take a quick nap here just so that we can get the fog to maybe go away so you can see outside, although it looks pretty good. Go ahead, fill that up. Thank you. It kinda doesn't look awful. Maybe we can see a little bit. Let's go out here and go play around just a second, and I'll show you guys what I mean by silliness. I think it's somewhere right around in here you can do it. You can kind of weasel up on this wall. I'm not worried about this one. We're going to go out a different direction. And I'm not going to go too far because I don't want to hurt her, because if you hurt her, there's a spot out here that if you get hurt and you kind of get terrain locked in and have to fall through the world and come back to the entrance of the area. And if I could get to it without hurting her, we'll try it. So the spot is right here. Is the bear here? Yes. Sucker. He's probably going to flip out when he sees me walking on the side of the building over here. All right, you have two directions you can go. This right here is the inside of the thing. You can just kind of jump around. Like I said, if you didn't want to walk all the way back around and go out the front door, you can just jump right across right there. That's the front door, but you're still inside the zone. Here's where the fun part goes. If you get on this fence, and we got to kind of go over there. So jump up on that. So if you go out that way, you end up in this long, big, windy, open thing that you can see over there. And if you go over this direction, here's where if I can get it to work without hurting her, like I said, too badly, you got to kind of get up on top of that. Uh-oh, yeah, we're already through the world. I might have already screwed up. Let me see. You gonna let me crawl back up there? I remember how to get out of here. I know I can. I've done it before. Let's go down here. Well, we're technically outside of the map right now. But you're not, because you're still seeing things. I think I can get back up on this hill, right? Yeah, I think, maybe. Bear's gonna be like, what in the world is this guy doing? Nope, not gonna do it. Not today. Okay, well, we can go over here, just for fun. And careful not to fall through the world, but essentially you just kind of work your way out of everything until you kind of fall down into some other things. If I could have got back up on top of the hill, ow, don't hurt yourself too much. Eventually we'll find a spot we fall through the world out here. Oh, I know, you'll be fine. I just got to get down here to the bottom of the world. This is not the map. This is how much they added to the main map of the prison so that you could see what was going on. Come on, all the way to the bottom. I guess they think you can see all of this from the inside of the prison. But anyhow, let's keep getting down this hill. And see if I can get it to do what it does. I think we can walk down now, maybe. Nice. Okay, cool. Stay away from the water. Unfortunately, we hurt ourselves, so we saved up there. Go ahead and just use one of those. And use one of those. And since we have so many pills... sure.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
All right, cool. Just a little goofing. I need to get out of... I guess I got to go this way. I don't want to go towards the river. There's a death wall in a few places. But the fun part is once you're outside of the technical map, you can kind of do some goofiness. And with the way that this one works, you can just teleport right back to the front of the map, or where the map would technically enter. So somewhere out here we'll fall out of the terrain. Probably right there. Maybe we can sneak in underneath that. And Astrid, say goodbye to all of our friends. Oh, hey, there's a doggo in here. He already respawned. That's no fun. Your friend is right here. Why did you already respawn? Come here. Yeah, you wanted to try to do something silly too. Get me back in the house. Alrighty, well, that's the fun point. Like I said, what I wanted to try to do, and I'm not going to do it now, but if you're really bored, that corner that we came out at, it's right over there. You can walk it all the way around to the corner. You get up on that rock and you kind of climb up on top of that tree a little bit, jump over to this rock, and that'll put you on that fence right over there. This other concrete fence, which will put you out front over here, which is interesting because if you're really careful, you can end up underneath the map right here to where you can actually stand underneath this floor and right click that door and leave Blackrock Prison. So anyhow, I think I'll call that right there. We'll make a kind of a short one out of this one because we have a little bit more looting to do. We've got a transmitter and a couple other things we got to set up tomorrow or set up in the next one. Plus, you know, this is just kind of one of the things I got to come back from vacation and remember what the heck I'm doing. So next time we'll go get the transmitter set up and get the heck out of Blackrock. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. We looted the prison, or at least as much as I want to do today, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.